Hello and a big welcome to India Today, and joining me is a special guest in this segment today is the former Chief Minister of Karnataka and presently the Lok Sabha member from Gadag Haveri constituency, Mr. Basavaraj Bommai. He's given us time after a long time, and hopefully that he will be very candid in the next 30 minutes of this interview as well. Sir, thank you for speaking to India Today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's been 2.5 years since you vacated the chair of the Chief Minister, and now you are the Lok Sabha member for Gadag Haveri constituency for the BJP party. If you look back at this Congress government in 2.5 years, how do you see they are different from yours, from your tenure, and how do you rate Siddaramaiah as a CM starting?
See, on all counts, the state has gone backward. The financial situation is really pathetic. And if you rate the government on development on scale 1 to 10, it is 0. If you scale 1 to 10 regarding corruption, it is 10 out of 10. And if you look into the crime rate, it has stooped up, and every day we find a very, very pathetic condition of a common man. Hence, this government has not yet taken off. And most of the day is passed on their internal bickering, statements on internal bickering. There is not even one day in 2.5 years where the change of chief minister is not discussed in public. So there is a kind of instability in the governance and instability in the Congress party.
You spoke about the elephant in the room, that there is internal bickering within the Congress party. What is the BJP's reading about this whole internal bickering? Do you feel genuinely that there would be change of guard? And now I'm sure you have friends in Congress also, in Lok Sabha, in Congress High Command. I'm sure all of you might have spoken, exchanged words. What is your understanding of this internal bickering in Congress? Does the BJP see a change of guard?
See, the whole focus, even though it is in Bangalore, the real key is in Delhi. And as per my information, even the High Command is divided in this case.
Oh, okay.
There is one group of High Command supporting the present incumbent Siddaramaiah. The other is supporting the future Chief Minister Shiv Kumar.
You have used the word future Chief Minister.
I mean, he is clement. He is a clement.
Okay.
He is a clement for future Chief Minister, and the incumbent is Siddaramaiah. So there are two groups in High Command, and each one is supporting this thing. That is why there is great deal of utterness down the line, because each one is supporting their own people. But we are not interested really in that. We are interested in the stability of the government, which is not there, and because of that there is no governance. Down the line, officers have become so corrupt that no common man can get justice even to a small issues. The Tahsildar office, the sub-register office, you go to any offices up to the Vidhan Sabha secretariat, corruption is there everywhere.
In fact, your leader of opposition, Mr. R. Ashok here, and your state president, Mr. Vijayendra, both have said there is change of guard surely in November, is what your state BJP leaders are saying. And post Deepavali, there will be a big fight between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar. Do you also feel it's going to be the same, that for surely that there will be a change in November?
See, I'll tell you the way it is going, and all this November Kranti and all is it is said by none other than the former cabinet minister of Siddaramaiah, and this is encouraged everybody to say that there will be a change of guard. But my hunch is, which section of the High Command will get one up against other, that will be the decision. But according to my information, the whole process has started now. Probably in the November, December it will aggravate, and it might take few months for really the action to happen in Karnataka, that is change of guard.
You said the High Command is divided of Congress party. The High Command is Mr. Kharge, Mallikarjun Kharge from Karnataka, Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi. These three are the ones who would in fact take the call.
It is not only that. It is all the people who are around all these three names you have named. They are really creating all the this kind of thing. And it is, I don't know how much year these leaders can give it to these kind of mongerings which are going on by their own assistants in High Command.
But CM keeps saying that he would be the next CM for 2.5 years also. Just during Dasra, he said, yes, next year I would come offer prayers to Chamundeshwari.
See, I'll tell you, for Siddaramaiah, he is in their politics for last 40 years. He has hold different positions. He was chief minister during previous Congress regime. Now he is also chief minister. Being such a senior leader, and if he himself, time and again, every 15 days he says, I will be continuing, I will complete the term, next 2.5 years I am the chief minister, I will come for next Dasra. So this itself will cause a great of doubt in the minds of the people. A man who is confident, of his political future, and the man who is confident on his rule of Karnataka in last 2.5 years, you will never say this. The very fact that he is saying this, there is a more doubt has been created.
In fact, I see there's a Basaveshwara statue behind you. And the big talking point today in Karnataka, once again, is the Lingayat politics. You're a Lingayat yourself. Where does the community stand? Day before yesterday on Sunday, a seer in front of Chief Minister said, Lingayat is a separate dharma itself, separate religion itself, and Siddaramaiah has given a stamp of endorsement for this Lingayat dharma. What is Basavaraj Bommai's take? Is Lingayat and Veerashaiva separate or together?
See, I'll tell you. Why this kind of a divisive talk only on Lingayats? There are so many castes in Karnataka which have got two religious leaders. There are so many sects. But why this? Because Siddaramaiah wants to divide Lingayat. It's a political move. And they tried between 2013 and 2017. They got a very big backlash. That's why they went into opposition. And cleverly D.K. Shivakumar went. Then he apologized that we were wrong in dividing the Lingayats. And they asked apology of the Sris there. And now Siddaramaiah is back into the same game. And I think people will give him a befitting reply that no common Veerashaiva or Lingayat think that it is separate. There is nothing beyond certain people at the helm of affairs, nothing beyond there. And Basavanna, see, in fact, he is doing a great disservice to Basavanna. Basavanna brought all the working people in one sector, Kayaka communities. For example, tailors, it's based on the tailoring, weavers on weaving,
Oil mill,
farmers on farming, oil, this thing. So based on this, all the small communities were united, and there was a great sense of equality and honor to these communities. Now, Siddaramaiah is dividing further. Supposing if he is an oil manufacturer, Ganiga, he wants to create 3-4 another small Ganiga, this Ganiga, Lingayat Ganiga, Okkalga Ganiga. So he is dividing, he is doing disservice to Basavanna in the name of Basavanna.
The Congress says that it was not the Congress party's agenda. The seers on stage said that this is an independent religion.
I want to ask whether Siddaramaiah believes to Congress or not.
He does.
Then, and he is the chief minister. And whatever he says, it is presumed to be the official version of the party and the government. And he is trying this game once again. I don't think he will be successful. And he and his party will pay a heavy price for this.
In fact, yesterday one of the cabinet minister, Mr. Ishwar Khandre from the Lingayat Mahasabha, has put out a video statement on his social media platform saying that there is no difference, we are all together. Certain sector within the party or certain sector in the society are trying to break us. See,
this kind of divisive thing is whipped by the Congress because they think that this is a BJP vote bank and we have to divide it. It's totally a political motivated game they are playing, and they have to pay very heavy for this.
But why is that? The election is also 2.5 years later. If you are saying this is a political game, what is the Congress achieving through this?
The very fact that this survey, he calls it socio-economic survey. It is neither socio-economic survey, neither a total caste survey is not saying it because only center has got the powers. And they are doing house-to-house enumeration. Actually, they don't have the right. But still they are going ahead, and they have got 6 questionnaires, and they asked all kind of things, personal accounts, caste, subcaste. They have powdered the social fabric, they have torn it into so many pieces I'm telling you that the future generation will curse the Siddaramaiah and his party.
But let me be devil's advocate here. The state government will need data on this to ensure that the social welfare schemes are given to certain backward communities who are not represented
Okay.
in government sector and private sector. We'll know their poverty levels, we'll know the health records, what the government can do more for them.
And I'll tell you, already there is a backward class data and backward list of castes.
Yes.
More than 107 backward classes are there, castes are there, that is all there already. And they are under certain reservations, A, B, C, D,
Yes.
backward, more backward and most backward, and they will categorized. Now with this survey, what main is education. Education is free.
Yes.
Education is free for everybody. What government can give further? Number one. Number two, employment. Employment through government, in government is through reservation. Already there is a reservation. I am going to ask Siddaramaiah that, okay, in a backward class, if you add or subtract the final backward class, will you take away the reservation of who have already had more and give it to the most backward?
They plan to increase the cap.
I'll tell you. Increasing the tab is not there in the state's hand.
Yeah, it has to go to.
It has to, Supreme Court has
Yes.
put a bar on that.
Yes.
It has to go beyond Supreme Court. When I increased this SC/ST reservation, he said Supreme Court is there.
Yeah.
Now here also Supreme Court is there. It's very convenient to say that increase the bar. Does he has power?
No, he
Or
doesn't.
his party has power?
You can only
He
recommend.
is misguiding the people. He can't change even one caste in that backward list. Let him dare to do it. He has already got backward class data is there. If you want to do programs, he has to do. And secondly, if they are so sincere, on two counts, SC/ST, SCP-TSP, among 2 years, they have taken out almost 30,000 crores from them. This is the way you have to treat SC/ST and help them to socio-economic development. Backward class, other day they had released 340 crores and it is withdrawn for the survey. 340 crores for different nigams, different commissions for backward classes where development work has to be done to those classes. He has removed the money. Last year he didn't spend money. This year he has removed the money, 340 crores. I got an order and he has given to the survey. Now you tell me, backward class survey should be done by the government and government treasury. It is, you can't hit the backward classes, backward class development in the name of their own survey. Now what the hell he can do it? This is the sincerity he has shown. It is totally political motivated.
Have they come to your house? Has the enumerators come to your house? Has Basavaraj Bommai given the data to?
No, not yet they have come.
But your party leaders have been asking for boycotting of this survey. In fact, your close colleague in Delhi, Mr. Prahlad Joshi, has said, I will not give the data to it because the state government doesn't have powers.
This kind of tone is set by none other than the High Court. High Court has given optional things. Whatever you want to say, you can't say, they can't force us on that. So that is the outcome of that. But more than that, the way the questionnaires have been done, 60 questionnaires.
Yes.
Even Deputy CM was really surprised about those questionnaires and he felt that even ED has not asked me so much of questions. It is more like an inquiry than a survey. And people living in Bangalore flats, they have been asking how much hen you have, how much sheep you have. What nonsense all this is going on. They are not seriously interested. And the enumerators are not giving the detail, just going and they are writing whatever they want.
So you are saying the data is also not authentic.
It is already challenged in the High Court.
Yes.
And it is, they have said that don't publish it. For the very reason they want to verify it. And once it goes back to the High Court, I think this will not see the light of the day.
The Congress also is of opinion that the BJP is opposing this because they will get to know the real number of Lingayat population, which is considerable vote bank for the BJP. They feel that if backward, scheduled and minority is shown in more number, which is the reality, then the vote bank will fall.
I'll tell you, whatever the number is, now how the seats are distributed.
Winnable criteria.
The winnable criteria. So in a constituency, all the caste can't be given a seat.
Yes.
There will be one person from one community who can take care of all other communities' support and he can get elected. It's a fact. All political party does this. So this doesn't make any difference on the ground. These are all theories going on. Last time what happened? They had all the number in their hands. Kantaraj committee number they had internally. What happened? And they lost. So they gave more number of seats to Lingayats in 23. If Congress itself is giving more number of seats, then where does it's going on? All this theory is all humbug.
What do you think about the timing of the caste survey? In fact, the cabinet had approved 2015 survey. In principle, they had given approval. Siddaramaiah was called to Delhi. The High Command told him to do a resurvey. Why do you think this survey is crucial? Because it's an OBC survey, socio-economic survey, and CM himself is OBC. How do you see the timing?
See, I don't see it will have any major impact socially, politically, or any otherwise economically of the social caste. The economics of social caste can't be improved by all this. We have to focus and see that opportunities are given to them: education, employment, and empowerment. 3 E's are important for a social development. None of them, these things are concentrated. The budget for education has come down, employment has gone down in Karnataka, all the industries are going to different states. Even in Bangalore, they are going out because of the traffic and the road conditions. Hence, concentrate on development. You invest capital investment which can create more jobs.
You spoke about Bangalore development. DK Shivkumar, when we questioned him about potholes, he said, what has the government done, BJP government done in 2.5 years? They have left the infrastructure so crumbling, we have to face the brunt of it today.
No, see, I'll tell you, all the potholes were filled up. If this was there, why didn't he say when he started his government? After 2.5 years, he blamed the previous government. How can it's possible? Initially, only would have said that this thing there, I'm going to. What he has done for, the question is what he has done 2.5 years. And people are not asking to lay down new roads. They want just potholes to be filled. And this government doesn't have money. The problem is that DK Shivkumar is not receiving good money to the Bangalore from the finance minister, none other than Siddaramaiah.
But CM,
I'll tell you, the internal political clash has led less money to Bangalore.
you're saying it's a conscious decision that Siddaramaiah is not allocating money to DK Shivkumar.
He is not given, it's on record, he has not given the money which he has promised in the budget to Bangalore. So DK Shivkumar is trying to get more money by increasing the FAR and all those kind of.
But why is that the CM is not giving? Because it's a tech hub, it's the largest revenue gaining city of the
Because he doesn't, he sees that the more money is given, the more corruption is there in Bangalore. So there is all mental blocks are there. CM himself should take the control of the situation
or is the internal.
See, there are 2 ways. One, BBMP has to do certain ward level works, and major infrastructure has to be done by the state government. When I was there, I gave 5,000 crores for Nagarotana.
Yes.
And then I gave 8,000 crores for drainages. Then I gave a special fund for 101 villages which are joined to the BBMP. And as well as I left 2,500-3,000 crores extra to the metro while I was leaving. So all these things should have been utilized properly. A metro, this they have opened up, courtesy because the last stretch of amount was parked in the BMRC.
You spoke about the metro. The CM has said he'll send a recommendation to your central government that Namma Metro will be named as Basava Metro. What's your take on it?
See, all this kind of political gimmicks he does. Anything to be proposed to Government of India, he will do it. But the question is what you are going to do for the community where Basavana said this should be uplifted. And the major question is, if we are still, after 75 years of independence, you are still in the survey to know who is where, then what major portion you have, out of 78 years, you have ruled 60 years in Karnataka. Why you have not uplifted the backward class all these years? Whom are you going to blame? In All India also, neither Nehru approved the backward class commission nor Indira Gandhi approved the backward class commission. They didn't do any programs. And for minorities, they have not done anything. Sachar committee was given during Manmohan Singh time. Why they didn't implement it? So it is all political gimmick. This Congress is expert in playing all this.
In fact, the biggest perception that they had created is the 40% Sarkar commission against your government. In fact, against you, they had photographs of you pasted on all the streets of Bangalore. Today, the Contractor Association has written a letter to CM saying it's doubled in your tenure compared to what BJP is. and CM said he will speak to all the contractors. How do you see this?
See what happened? They did all this campaign. They put up a commission also. Commission came out with a clean sheet. Nothing of such has been done. Nothing has been proved by that contractor, Mr. Kampaya. Was political motivated letter it was written, and this was utilized politically by Congress party. And that letter was written regarding the previous governments. Before I became Chief Minister, that letter was written to Prime Minister, not when I was a CM. But however, they couldn't prove anything. COVID, they said they didn't prove anything. Now they have put up another official committee to look into judicial committee. What nonsense is this? And now it is there to be seen. It is felt everywhere. The corruption is there from lower level to Vidhan Sabha third floor. Vidhan Sabha third floor means, you know,
Yes.
the power. The people are in power, political power. It is very, very clear. You go to any ministry, the minister says, meet his relative, meet his brother, meet his brother-in-law. This is all systematically happening under the nose of Chief Minister. And Chief Minister is not able to do anything because he himself is drowned into this. And he doesn't have any word for contractors.
In fact, I remember.
And I want to tell you this information. When such an allegation came, I promptly appointed a judicial commission with technical experts and financial experts to scrutinize all the tenders above 50 crores. And after the department does it, it goes to the judicial commission and they look into the conditions of the tender and the outcome of the tender L1, L2, L3. And once that is cleared, then permission will be given to go ahead with the tender. Now these people have removed that committee. They have removed that committee. What it means? There was a kind of a check and balance which has been created. Now it is unfiltered. They don't want any impediments to stop corruption. They want a highway for corruption.
Correct, but the party also as an opposition has to give some evidence, audio, proof, documentation of corruption. Your leader of opposition here has been talking about this corruption part in the assembly also, but the party, has it failed to submit evidences to the society, to the public at large?
No, sooner or later it will come. See, we have to come out with the complete proof. It should not be like a hit and run like Congress. So we will do that in coming days. We will do it.
So, final question before we end this segment. Bihar dates have been announced, election dates. Vote Chori was a big campaign that the Congress had taken up. What do you see the impact of this campaign in Bihar, and what are the prospects of your party and your ally party in Bihar?
See, Congress party is desperate. That's why shamefully they changed the stand. In Maharashtra they wanted vote revision. Now in Bihar they don't want any vote revision. But however, the Supreme Court has said that vote revision has to be done with certain conditions and all that. That has been done now. And now the voter list has been clean. It was not even revised after 23. There were double names. People have gone out of the town. A lot of people from outside the country has come, and they were claiming the voting rights. How can you give voting rights to the foreigners? It is not allowed in the constitution. So Congress is desperate, and there is a defeat which is written on the wall, on their face also. Therefore, I expect NDA to have an absolute majority in Bihar.
One final question, sir. I need a yes or no. Will Karnataka have a new CM by the end of the year?
The way it is going on, it all depends on Siddaramaiah. Because a lot of people say Siddaramaiah has changed. Now he is changed for the better or the worse. He was a rebellion earlier. Whether the rebellion power is there in him or not. If there is no rebellion power in him, then a compromised Siddaramaiah will give way for the new Chief Minister.
Will BJP try to fish in troubled waters?
I don't think it is necessary. I don't think it is necessary. We anyhow 2.5 years over. Now we are we'll get some time to come back, to build, and as you said, to come out with some proofs and all. So we'll use that time fruitfully and positively and get the confidence of the people and come back.
Well, thank you so much, sir, for speaking to India Today. In fact, they say in politics you have to read in between the lines, and through this interview, I think we got a lot of reading in between the line answers. And thank you for speaking to India Today, and good luck, sir.
The main line will be in between.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.